It was a dark and stormy night, and I found myself alone in the woods, surrounded by the eerie silence that only nature can bring. I was on a camping trip with my friends, but due to a sudden illness, I was the only one left in our campsite. The flickering fire provided the only source of light, casting eerie shadows on the trees that stood like towering sentinels in the darkness. As the wind howled through the trees, I couldn't shake the feeling of being watched. Each rustle of leaves made my heart race, and I could swear I heard whispers carried by the wind. Ignoring my growing unease, I convinced myself that it was just my imagination playing tricks on me. However, my fears soon turned into reality when I noticed a pair of glowing eyes peering at me from the darkness. They were a piercing green, hauntingly beautiful, yet filled with an unmistakable malevolence. I could feel the icy grip of fear tightening around my heart as the eyes stared unblinkingly at me, as if studying my every move. Trying to regain my composure, I gathered my courage and called out into the night. "Hello? Is anyone there?" My voice echoed through the trees, but there was no response. The eyes remained fixed on me, unyielding. With trembling hands, I reached for a flashlight and aimed its beam towards the mysterious intruder. But as the light illuminated the spot where the eyes had been, I found nothing but empty darkness. The eyes had vanished, leaving me to question my sanity. Could it have been a trick of the light, or was something far more sinister at play? As the night wore on, I sought solace in the comfort of my tent. The sound of rain pounding against the fabric became my lullaby, but sleep eluded me. Each gust of wind made the tent flap violently, and every distant crack of thunder sent shivers down my spine. It was as if the storm itself was alive, taunting me with its fury. Suddenly, a blood-curdling scream pierced through the stormy night. It was a cry of sheer terror, unmistakably human. I froze, paralyzed by the horrifying sound. A second scream followed, and then another, echoing through the darkness. Panic surged within me as I realized the screams were coming from the direction of my friend's campsite. Without hesitation, I grabbed my flashlight and raced towards the source of the screams. The rain soaked me to the bone, drenching my clothes and hindering my progress. The woods seemed to close in around me, as if they were trying to keep me from reaching my friends. Finally, I reached the campsite, and what I saw will forever haunt my nightmares. The tents were torn and shredded, their contents strewn across the muddy ground. There was no sign of my friends, only traces of a violent struggle. The once lively campsite had transformed into a scene of utter devastation. As I searched desperately for any clue of their fate, a chilling breeze whispered through the trees. I turned, shining my flashlight toward the sound, and there, standing in the darkness, was a figure. It was tall and gaunt, with elongated limbs and sunken eyes that gleamed with an otherworldly glow. Its mouth curled into a sinister smile as it reached out towards me. In that moment, all rational thought fled from my mind, replaced by raw instinct. I turned and ran as fast as my trembling legs could carry me, the creature's maniacal laughter echoing behind me. The storm raged on, thunder and lightning crashing in unison as if the very heavens were enraged by the evil that lurked within these woods. I stumbled through the underbrush, my heart pounding in my chest, until I finally broke through the tree line. Gasping for breath, I collapsed onto the damp ground, the rain washing away my tears of terror. I was alone, battered and broken, but alive. To this day, I cannot explain what happened that night, nor the fate of my friends. Some say it was the curse of an ancient spirit that dwelled in those woods, while others dismiss it as a mere figment of my imagination. But deep down, I know the truth. Evil exists, and it can strike when you least expect it. The night at camp will forever be etched in my memory, a constant reminder of the horrors that lie hidden in the darkness, waiting for their next victim.